Hello, hello! My name is Bisa, and welcome back to another Symphogear XDU guide. Today, we'll be doing as I promised in the quest video, and we'll be going into depth on event quests, because these will get fairly important soon, because I just want to note this off script before we're heading into this. We are soon getting the Zweiwing event as our first main event, and the notice board is still broken. That's great. We're in the Zweiwing event as our first event instead of 3.5 or so. Oh, sorry, got my mic there. Instead of Symphogear 3.5, which was the first event that JP got, so it was, I think, less of an event and more like a main quest release. But there were gacha cards specific to 3.5. So, anyways, yeah. So just to go over the top menu here again and some stuff that I went. And some stuffs that I talked about, I would go into more here. Yeah, events pretty much take all place either in here or the gacha. The quest menu brings you to all currently running events right here, or you can switch over to past events. Right now there aren't any. The ones you haven't completed, and these you can then unlock with tickets that may be distributed every now and then. They're rather rare, so don't bet on it. But, sorry, I've got a little bit of a cough. They'll come out every now and then, and you can use them to unlock past events that you missed. Using them will permanently unlock an event's stories in the movies and memories section. So all it'll be able to do for you, which is right here, then you can go to event quest movies, I think. Oh no, that's the movie, right? Shit. Quest memories, and then event quests. Here, right. And then you'll be able to select from all the quests you've completed and reread the stories that, reread their stories in this menu. And with event tickets, you can unlock an event that you've missed in the past and read all the stories there afterwards. There's no time limit on it, it permanently unlocks them. However, because you didn't actually play it, you will get, you will not get the 10 gems that you would have gotten from clearing the quest as it was available. Now, the main menu within an event is structured like any other quest menu, really. You have your band, your usual band of stages at the bottom, and an info screen for the stage containing drops, the enemies, and the usual stats and stage indicators. Unlike other quest types, you do unlock new event stages by collecting a certain amount of the event tokens. The mission will show up on the locked stage, which I sadly don't have any to demonstrate, but the mission will either show up on the info menu right here, or the info screen, or the mission menu over here in the quest section. Again, you can see I've got everything unlocked right now, so there are in fact no missions here. Which, by the way, if you saw me right there, you can get to the mission menu from here and back immediately through this, and then the back button if you're there. Now, the tapping event details will also automatically take you to the events and campaigns section of the notice board, but again, it's it's broken for me, at least right now, so I'd show you the Zweiwing announcement, but no. I wanted to, but no. Anyways, I'm rambling. Now, the blue, or what I'll call main stages of an event, are those that offer an event storyline. So, as you saw in the memories menu, it only showed these 5 stages, and then there are the EX or challenge mode stages, which offer harder fights for a fair amount more token rewards. However, what you want to note is these are only added over time, so they're not all available at the start of an event, so you can't just blast through it all in a day or two. These events in general tend to have 10 main stages, with larger ones getting 15, and smaller ones, such as this collab, having only 5 main stages. While EX stages tend to stay in a similar fashion, around 5 to 10 per event. Now, the most important thing to note, of course, from event stages are the token drops. The most efficient stages to farm in terms of EP for token, or EP, the event power, for tokens earned ratio tends to be the higher main stages and early to mid to EX stages. So usually the early event stages aren't worth much for the EP that you need to play them, and so do the late event stages, or the late EX stages. 1 sec, I got a cough here. Ah, Jesus. Right, so where were we? Right. Let's just pick a random quest, preferably one that only has a single wave. Let's do this one. Why the fuck not? Now, you will build your teams largely centered around the new units that every event brings with itself. In our case, that's of course the Attack on Titan dual cards, which is interesting once more. Dual cards are something that came fairly late on JP, but we now have at launch because of the event. Now, these grant you bonus drops and bonus damage each. The new events and memorias. Building parties from the event quest menu gives you an option to sort your friend units after the bonus amount you get from them, which makes things a fair bit easier, so because then you won't have to sift through leagues and leagues of friends just to find one with a solid bonus. You can just click up here, click on sort by bonus, and you'll get the best one at the top. Now, one thing to note here is that the bonus you can get from friend units is capped to plus 70 tokens, so you can't have a whale carry you to grind heaven, but you will get the full damage bonus of any gacha units that are in the friend party, or in the friend unit. So you will still get that bonus. Watch that. Now, unless you want to flex on your support units, as you can see right here, I already did that a bit. These have a higher bonus. Unless you want to flex with your support units, you will want to leave memorias unlimited broken as far as you can keep it. So always try to keep 6 limit or non-limit broken gacha memorias. There will always be one or a handful, or just one at least, gacha memorias that grant you a bonus, and a welfare memoria that grants you less of a bonus. Of course, it's the gacha one that grants you more. Anyways, so at least always keep 6 of those around, just to fill out your slots evenly with them, so you can get the most efficient bonus out of them. Once you get more than 6, you can start limit breaking. So, of course, if you don't, you can at the end of the event still have a max limit broken card from the 6 that you need to have a good bonus. So for your collection, you only need those 6, and it'll also be the most efficient way to do things with the least amount of song stones. Clearing stages, sure, will be a little harder if you don't level all of them or just one of them, because you're missing Memoria stats, but the added bonus tends to be worth it, because the damage amp from gacha units tends to be high enough. Stop switching the goddamn parties. Anyways, let's just do a demo battle here, so you can see the drops at the end, because that's the thing. Event battles tend to be very, very short on, right. Event stories tend to, or missions tend to be very short on rewards. They only give you a very small amount of XP and 1 crate of drops of event tokens for every stage that you clear. As you can see, we already felled this guy. All I wanted to do is show the drop. So you can see on the main screen, on the party formation screen, that we had a bonus of 208, and this now shows up here as well. The bonus is already included in the number here that is shown on the token amount. So usually this stage would drop 210 tokens, plus 208, which was our bonus, which equates to 418. Now it'll ask if you want to follow the guy that you brought along, and that's it. That's already it. Now, one more thing I want to talk about is welfare. You will always, almost always, find at least 1 unit and 1 memoria here. These also have bonuses, or bonus token drops, but they're not nearly as large as those of the gacha ones. Because, of course, they are gacha ones. They want you to spend money on this game. So if you are able to pick up a gacha unit early on, I suggest that the priority you have for clearing this shop out, like as you can see, I've already cleared it all out. There's still 4 days to go on the event, so you will probably have enough time to farm if you actively play the game. But I would say that the most important things to get first are these 6 mats here, the enhancement chips and the XP cards and gold. They're cheap, they're amazing value, and they'll give you a really good injection of progress. Then you should go for the units, the event units and Memoria cards, because just to bolster your bonus a little, and so you have them, because the welfare units and Memorias are always set up so you can max limit break them once. Then you should go for expensive mats, which are all the way over here. You get fewer of them, they cost more tokens to purchase, and then after that you can go for awakening shards. These are nice, you get 50 of each type that is available, but it's like, they're awakening shards. You'll get these passively as you go, and awakening isn't that relevant. It's still nice, but it's not that big a deal. And of course then at the end you will grab unity shards and then any recovery items or miscellaneous things that will be there. Now I think that is pretty much it. That was a quicker one than I expected. Thanks, CBK. Thanks. So, yeah, anyways, the Attack on Titan collab is still going for 4 more days, and fairly quickly after that, I expect that we will be getting 1 Winged Wielders, which, again, I am super hyped about, because one of the best events that XDU has to offer in terms of writing, and because Kanade is Bay, is a series of Zweiwing, which is the sequel to this event. So while we won't get it just after this one, that I can guarantee you, it took like 1 year on JP for Sirius to come out. But let me tell you, I am hyped for this because I can actually read it this time around. Now anyways, tomorrow will be the last episode of these basic overview guides, where I'll go over some miscellaneous stuffs like the music box, the shop, and the menu and present box stuff over here. So be sure to check that one out, because there is some stuff that a lot of people seem to have been confused about. Don't want to point any fingers, but anyways, so yeah, be sure to check tomorrow's guide out when it comes out, and I'll see you then. Have a good one!